And howdy, folks. I hope you can hear me all right. YouTube's playing games again. A lot of people, you should, when you're on a live stream, hit the like button. A lot of people can't because YouTube's playing their games or they got one of those weird phones or iPads. Okay? Use a laptop. Okay, I gotta keep this short. Been busy today. Thank you to my Linda. Yep, your donation's going to a food box. This Saturday, I'm dropping off a box of food, and that would help out. I have to stretch everything I can. I'm doing foraging, asking local farmers, contacts, everybody. A lot of people don't know I run a food pantry and also a food bank. The food pantry, in just in case for this, dark winter. We're in month number 2. We got 5 more months, okay, of the dark winter. People are tense. Calm them down. Be a good person. Try to calm the situation down. Stop going to all these live stream and everybody's going, okay? I'm not doing a live stream. There's very few I will go on. A lot of people are panicking or they're bored and sitting in their garage or at home or in their den or something. I have a nice den. I'm not doing that. All right, for 2 reasons. I only make videos. I don't do live stream. It'll be a cold day in hell in the next 3 years. But like I said, I got important things I got to do. All right? And thank you for the donation. I am so busy, it's not even funny. People are nervous. They've been asking me to the gills, and I'm showing them their mistakes. The biggest one, okay, this is going to affect everybody. Where's my notepad? Okay. We got the harsh winter. After this one, we have the harsh winter. 2023 to 2024. 7 months of starvation. Why? Because inflation is going to hit 25%. If you don't stop voting Democrat, vote Democrat, you get 7 months of starvation. You have madness, people going nuts. You'll have urban crime you would not believe. People killing each other on the street. All right? And a lot of you guys, I seen you shoot. You stink. Okay, harsh winter. And then we got the black winter, 2024 to 2025. 7 months of madness, political fighting. We're talking Civil War days, states versus states, border clashes, not between Mexico and Canada, between California and Nevada or Oregon or Washington. Okay, Idaho versus Washington. Okay, and then we have outbreaks of cannibalism. That's why I tell everybody you should move to the other side of the 100 meridian. It's green out there. People are fat, so go eat them. On the west side of the 100th meridian, there's no water, no food. We're getting hit by thermal belts left to right, and probably your neighbor's like, I ate their cat last week, so I'm going to eat them. The heat, the heat, the heat. Okay? So you have to be careful. This makes California, half of California turns red really quick. Why? Because the boneheads in Sacramento don't realize they have caused so much damage with their green program. Okay? California and corporations, tier system, phase 1, their green system, okay? They can't produce energy. They have spread the grid so far that I can't take the load. That's PG&E and Southern Edison. And all these fly-by-night solar companies, they don't tell you the truth. Okay? In-grid tie-in system. Okay, in-grid tie-in solar system. Okay, the solar panels on your roof, if they're not properly installed by a local company that knows what they're doing, you're liable for electrical damage, fire damage. Your electrical producer, and within 10 years they'll start leaking. They didn't tell you that. So you're also a industrial polluter. And plus, it's going to take you anywhere from 5 to 7 years to pay off the whole system. They didn't tell you the hidden cost of a grid tie-in system. One on your roof. Surprise! Insurance won't cover if you have electrical fire. You could get sued if your system causes your neighbor's house to catch on fire or property that's on your head. Okay, so before you put one of those electrical systems in, talk to a lawyer, then talk to your insurance. It's like, this is why Uncle only could do these little bits at night. I'm busy in the daytime. Everybody's been asking me, do this, do that. I told them, you have to redo your solar cells. They're not maintaining it. But they say electricity goes into the cells. You have so much dust on it, it's not doing its work. Okay? The panels have to be cleaned. The wiring underneath have to be inspected. There have to be so much space so they stay cool. A lot of people don't understand this until their house is on fire. And it's their fault because they installed faulty solar wiring. And heavy gauge wiring costs a lot of money. You don't go to the bathroom and there's a big hole in the middle of the bathroom and go poo in it. No, you have a toilet. Same thing goes for the electrical system. You have to put in the proper system up there. Okay, this is how a tie-in system works from your solar fly-by-night solar company. You have solar panels. Solar panels, it depends how many you have, develop so many wattage and amperage and voltage. Okay, usually solar panels pump out DC direct. Okay, so you end up anywhere from 8 to 10 panels, each panel producing 300 volts, okay, or watts, depending on the size of the panel. If they're a good quality panel, not a problem. Okay, then they have a power station inverter. Inverter does two things. It splits the flow. To your house, and then it goes to the meter and it goes into the power grid. Okay, there's two big surprises. The inverter converts that DC, goes through the converter. Converter has a control panel on this side, another control panel this side, wiring from the solar panels going into it, and you have a connection and another panel, check how much DC is coming in, and then you have the converter. It has to run through all that system, and then you have the house meter and then your house control panel. They don't tell you that in the brochures, or these idiot kids walking around, I want to interest you in a lifetime benefit. It ain't a lifetime benefit. It's a pain in the... Okay, you got the inverter, you got the panels, you got the control units, you got all the correct fixtures. Okay? The main problem is, if we have a blackout and it's sunny outside, you're not going to get any power. And all grid tie-in inverter and control panels, they have an anti-islanding meter. That way, you don't get your power from the rooftop. It has to go out that one-way direction. It's either go to your house or goes into the grid. If the power, we have a blackout, there's no feed messages from the grid, the inverter shuts down. It does not put out any AC out. Your solar cells still produce DC, but it doesn't have any place to go. Okay? Understand that. If there's snow on your solar panel, no power. If there's dirt on your solar panels, no power. If you have pigeon nests, I used to make good money at that before I got sick. And the solar panels, you have to clean it out and you have to inspect the wires. Because if the wire's damaged and you have a pigeon nest in it, what's going to happen to your house when it gets hot? Okay? There should be certain elevation and space between the roof and the solar panels so you have a breeze. If it's too close to the house, you get 1,000,000 pigeons. All right? So back to the inverter. Doesn't get the signal from the utility line. Meter don't say anything. Your inverter says, oops, we have a blackout. No power generation. Sorry. Okay? Your meter stops working. Okay? Because the anti-idling factor of the inverter goes to two flows. In the daytime, between sunrise until about 5 p.m., that's the peak demand, and it goes into your house. Rest of the power goes into the utility company. Okay? So it goes from the meter, goes to 2 points. Your house or the utility grid. Okay? At that time, at 5 o'clock, it's pumping all that power to the utility grid, so your meter's spinning faster and you're getting charged more. But I have solar cells on top. Yeah, but they need more power because everybody else needs power. The rest of the day, you're not there doing anything. You're not at home and it's dead. And if you have businesses, they need more power. So they'll drain this. So the power flow will go from your house to utilities. And then when the demand's less, utilities go back to the house, which is minute because it has to go through the grid to go back to your house. Confused? Go check out. There's a whole bunch of channels. Keep saying this. You want to check out Farmcraft 101. I'll have it written down below to explain this. This is everybody who knows solar. This is the tie-in system. That's one of its faults. And then we'll go into off the grid and also hybrid. They each have their own problems. But the main reason why I'm talking about this, we have to worry, okay? We have to worry about liability. So you got a fly-by-night company. You don't know, they give you a bunch of hogwash and then you're stuck with it. Cells are leaking, so you're EPA toxic waste site. Insurance don't cover it because you didn't list your house as a power producer. You have a fire and it burns your neighbor's house, you're liable for it. So I tell a lot of people, talk to a lawyer, first thing. Talk to a person who does insurance for your solar panels on the roof. And these fly-by-night guys will give you all say, oh no, the electrical company have handled it, or it's in our contract. No, it isn't. So you're looking at savings about $2,500. You're looking at a loss anywhere from $100,000. If anything goes wrong, you're liable for $100,000. Okay? That's on your head plus damages. Okay, we had one idiot that a fly-by-night, and I did warn him. He lost his house and everything. Guess how much he has to pay for the next 20 years? And he still has to pay for the unit. It burned down his house, and it burned down his neighbor's house. Think very careful. Do you afford $1.4 million? He had to go bankruptcy. Okay? It's going to take him 20 years to pay off that. So here's a little advice. Don't get conned. Do your research. Don't trust old Uncle Al. Go check on YouTube. Go check on Google. Do your links and stuff. You'll find out horror stories about this, folks. And I'll catch you later. You have a nice day. Good night. And remember, if you can, help out with a box of food. If your neighbors are hungry, stop by, chat them, Spread the good word. Be a good person. Help them out with a box of food. If you have a food bank, don't donate money, because a lot of big box food banks, they're all crooks. Go to a smaller church-run food bank. They need your help. You could check Demicab. He does a church one. Good. You see the food there. Always bring food, especially canned food or packaged food. All right? You have to be really careful if you're doing fresh food, because we have to obey the local food laws. All right? I'll catch you later. Do something good. Be a good faith. Long live the Republic. And I'll be seeing you. Bye now. Catch you later. I'll be seeing you. Have a nice day.